You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Princesses Long Island After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Princesses Long Island After Show.
Not the best Jewish wedding song, but we tried. Mazel tov to Ashley, Chanel's sister, for getting married and being a gorgeous bride. And also to Chanel for giving a great speech. You guys, thank you for joining. This is the Princesses of Long Island After Show. Always a bridesmaid. I'm your host, Kristina Zias, along with Check It Hot Ladies.
I'm Fahnia Thomas.
And I'm Cassidy Gard. Jake is not with us tonight.
Yeah,
we miss him very much.
He really tried getting back. He just flew home from New York, so it's okay. Blame LAX, not Jake.
Yes.
But all right, let's just get started because we're on a time crunch right here, and these princesses are just getting more ridiculous and more ridiculous as the season goes on, which I love because we were all a little bit bored in the beginning. So, I mean, at least they're turning it up, even though they go back to like 5th grade and have a sleepover in the very beginning.
I loved it. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be in my pajamas. I thought they were so hysterical. I didn't know how to open wine until maybe like a couple months ago. I just could never pop it. So I really identified with her in that moment.
No, I did not.
With the scissors, like cutting around it.
It was a screw top, right?
I think so. Or even so, they just, come on.
There are just certain things sometimes that are really hard to figure out. So Ashley had trouble.
I have drinking the wine after I push the cork through into the bottle.
No, I guess I've done that before too, but I just feel like these girls are completely helpless.
Sometimes
right?
you need a cocktail.
I know. Or Erica.
Okay, and I have to say, once again, what is with the endless comments about poor people? She talks about the mixed cheeses and that it's not appropriate or something along the lines of like, that's what...
With the cheese platter, and I feel like I'm a poor person right now.
What is with her comments about this?
Only poor people mix things.
Yeah.
She's gonna get shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to make a comment. She might be having to do another apology this week, as she did with the Freeport comments.
I mean, not only that, but I hated the way she interrogated Amanda about her asking, about her telling Joey what she said. And she like throws Amanda straight shade. That's my new favorite word of my life, by the way.
Shade's a great word, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
For saying like, if you don't want to get involved, don't say anything. But not for nothing, if you don't talk shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I think we're bearing the lead here, though, ladies. Like, we just learned that one of them is a virgin. They were playing the game, Never Have You Ever. I mean, I don't know any 30-year-old virgin.
She's talking crap about her friends. I can't open a wine bottle. That is not a good start to an episode or to your 30s. I think that's
a great start to an episode.
Okay, fine. A great start to the episode, not a great start to your 30s. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, but she's dating. She's going out. She's looking for new horizons. You got to respect that, right?
Yeah. Did you guys like this date, this double date they had planned?
Oh,
Amanda's amazing. I just love how she knew exactly what Ashley wanted, and she was right on the money.
She delivered with that. And Jeff,
did.
And finally, someone is a little weirder and more quirky than Jeff. Jeff the whole time has been kind of like the goofball, but I mean, he looked so normal and gentlemanlike and just
sitting next to the
awesome.
Latin Jew. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he just looked amazing. Go, Amanda.
Except until the night transpired and they hit the dance floor and he was trying to drop it like it's hot at the geriatric
And then he's like
club.
trying to pick her up off the floor. He's like, let me pick you up, my little girl.
Marcus's team too much.
Yeah,
.com too soon.
He was way too aggressive, but at the same time, I feel like if it was one of the other girls, like if it was Amanda, I mean, she probably would have been like calmed down and laughed about it, but I feel like Ashley's a little bit more square and was like completely scared.
What do you think Joey would have done?
I don't think Joey would have ever even gone on a date.
Okay. Well, in that situation, I would love to see what she would have done to him.
What do you think? She's like hardcore?
If someone tried to pick Joey up in the club and like toss her around, I think she'd have issues with that. I'd like to see what she would have done.
No, I don't think she's as tough as you think she is.
Yeah, I think she's the softer side.
Yeah.
But her life has her being more hardcore because of what she's trying to do with her life, which we kind of see a little bit today when she goes apartment shopping.
Her dad is mean man. He's a mean man. I do not like him.
I don't know. I think her dad is a little tough, but I think that she kind of needs it. And I think as an entrepreneur, you really need that push, and not for nothing, but not to compare the two because I know they don't get along really well, but Casey put herself through grad school at NYU working at One Oak. So she only works at night. So I feel like if she wanted to work at Kissaman all during the day and really wanted to hustle, she can go work at a club like that at night. Maybe that's not the ideal situation, but
That's
at
true.
least she could pay her bills and get it done. And probably make a good living to have extra aside to invest in her business. So I feel like it was kind of like, oh my God, I feel so bad for me. I'm the poor girl from Freeport and my dad's kicking me out. Like, I'm over it. I'm sorry. You're a grown woman. I don't feel bad. I mean, like, I'm 25. I pay all of my own bills and it sucks, but you know?
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So I guess she got a 90-day eviction notice, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure she's moved out by now
I hope so.
and gotten a second job.
And what is with those apartments they were showing in Long Island? Are you kidding me?
I cannot believe that was really $12.50. That could not have been $12.50.
No way. You
I
could
mean,
live
come
in
on, producers.
unbelievable. That's messed up,
Which
actually.
one would you guys have chosen?
Neither.
I would have chosen the second one.
You have to choose one.
I would have chosen my car. Is that an option?
She has a nice car.
She does.
So
Does she? What is it?
I don't know, but whatever. It's
was
nicer
like a-
than the apartment.
yeah, it was like a Volkswagen or a BMW or something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
She has. I
Oh.
would have taken the second one and just spruced it up. They said they're going to clean it. You know.
Yeah.
If you're trying to live your dream, like a lot of us are, you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, I love that the realtor pitched it as it's very safe. All a bunch of single women, like ladies, young women live here. I'm like, it kind of sounded like, you know, a certain type of house.
A whorehouse?
you
Can't
think?
say that word. Just kidding.
I
Go for
just
it.
did.
I thought more like sorority. Where's your
No,
mind at?
that was not sorority housing.
I'm really trying to think of which one I would choose, and I don't feel comfortable with either of them.
I like the first one because it had lots of sunlight and it wasn't a basement.
But did you see the courtyard or the lack thereof?
Yeah, right. The bar. At least it was safe with
At
those
least you would
bars
have
on the windows.
witnesses because there's lots of people walking around outside your window.
And there was a cute guy walking outside on the second one with his shirt
He
off.
was
He
Well-
could be the neighbor.
okay. Yeah, we're gonna hook her up with that guy.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with like neighborhood candy and watching, you know, some neighbors.
No, but
I love
Sounded
my
really
West
good.
Hollywood eye candy. Boys
See?
Town. I love
Boy,
it.
Boys Town.
We live in
Boys
Boys
Town doesn't have good eye
Yes.
candy.
All right. Back
okay.
to the show.
I love that Amanda. I'm sorry, she's just a cool chick, so I gotta give it to her. I love how
her.
she's the one that everyone brings with her to go do something. She's the one who goes on the double
Yeah.
date. She's the one who's invited to the slumber party. She's the one who's invited to the house hunting and to the Kissaman factory or whatever, the labs where they taste out the different flavors, which is kind of cool to see that.
Yeah. I think her and Coco are the two that get along with everybody evenly. Like, there's no beef, there's no drama. They're just chill girls.
It's funny because I think the producers tried to make Amanda the type that had drama in the first episode when, you know, it was the Facebook profile chick girl talking that to Jeff. And then, like, Amanda just, like, kind of didn't buy into it. But ever since then, she's just been, like, the ultimate cool chick. I like how that's what worked out for her.
I wish there was, we could replace the whole scene and have Amanda helping out Chanel with her speech instead of Casey. But Casey's like, I'm sorry, but this is Ashley's wedding, Chanel's sister Ashley's wedding. It's about her. It's not about Chanel, and I get it that Chanel's on the show, so obviously we're seeing her take on it. But the whole time it's like, oh my God, like 400 people. I can't. There's so many sad cry stories about these
Well, I
girls.
think
I'm like throwing it out tonight, by the way.
No, I think they were trying to find a scene for Casey to be in because she works at nights. She's hardly in the show. This is like a day scene where she probably had the morning off and could go help. But I mean, she's an artist, a great artist. She's not a writer, so I'm not sure why they were pitching her to be this like.
Well, because she knows Chanel so well and knows exactly what she's feeling at that moment. So
Okay, producer Fred line, probably.
yeah, 100%.
Alrighty then. Moving right
even
along.
care.
And the speech was like all about at least what Casey was telling her to write. The speech ended up coming out beautifully. I mean, I'm sure we only saw like one or two
You were
lines
getting
of
a
it.
little emotional during the wedding.
Well, yeah, because
I'm gonna call
I'm
her
just
out.
as emotional as well.
I know. It was very
really sweet. I was like, oh my
sweet.
God, I have a younger sister. I mean,
Yeah.
she's not married, but I could imagine it is like you giving away someone too.
You were very touched by it. I enjoyed
was.
watching that.
Me. I was more touched by Joey and having to live in a shoebox. Like,
then
a wedding.
Then the wedding. I don't know. The wedding did get me. What bothered me about the wedding, since we're talking about it, is the outfits the girls wore. Because Casey looked like she was going to work. And Ashley, I think, is really cute, but I feel like she dresses like appropriately for the men that she's trying to get, which is way older. And that's not cute. I'm just saying that.
well, I kind of had a situation with her bridesmaid ensemble. I thought that only the bride was supposed to wear white to the wedding. I don't know if this is a cultural thing, if it's like how they do it in Jewish weddings, but it was like
It looked like a
borderline-
bridal gown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember
totally
the
it.
royal wedding? Pippa wore white as well. I think it's actually a tradition.
Did she wear off-white or was it white?
I don't know.
See, I think like you're the bride. You're supposed to be the only one wearing white as far as I'm concerned.
I know-
Sister or not.
Sister or not.
I agree. I totally agree. I had to be the center of
And
the
it
show.
was like jeweled and, like it was a borderline.
Yeah, Pippa's was very simple, but I thought nonetheless Chanel looked gorgeous.
She
pulled
did.
it off.
She
What
did.
do you think, fashion expert?
I think she looked really nice. I think it was actually a fun wedding. I'm sure if you were there, I feel like everyone in that room knew how to get down and knew how to party. And I have a soft spot for Chanel's mom because, like I said, I was kind of emotional during this part. I think it was so sweet, and you could tell that they were so overjoyed and happy,
Yeah.
and probably a little bit sad at the same time. But I mean, that's really overwhelming. So I guess I could see why this has been eating up Chanel for so long.
Well, yeah, she gets scrutinized a lot, not just in her family, but in her community for being single.
But you know who scrutinizes her the most?
Herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what breaks my heart. Is like nobody judges her as much as she does herself.
I mean, she needs to take an F-it pill already. And just, like I told her
I
last week.
love that.
You're smart, you're kind, you're beautiful. Who cares?
Take an F-it
I'm not
pill.
married. You're not married. She's
No.
not married.
Well, it's kind of annoying. She's like, I don't know what to tell people anymore. I'm like, tell people it's not your freaking wedding and to pay attention to the bride.
Yeah.
Like, done.
Tell them to go scratch. Can you say that?
Scratch. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. What does that mean?
Sidebar.
Okay.
I gotta get you up on my urbandictionary.com.
Yeah, seriously.
You didn't know what it meant either.
I know. I'm saying I'm serious. I need to get up on the urbandictionary.com too.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Where do we see these girls going? Because I feel like we have a few more episodes left, right? Mm-hmm. And there's been a little bit of a progression within their characters, but I still can't see them evolving together as a group of friends. I think it's becoming more and more clear with every episode that they were never friends to begin with. Do you guys agree? What do you think?
I completely agree. I think that this was just a giant group of friends found via Craigslist ads.
I mean, like most reality shows, there's like one nucleus, which is Coco, who brings all these girls together and how they know each other, and maybe just met once at a pool party or something.
Well, a little birdie told me that Ashley was actually the first one cast.
Really?
Interesting. And then did the little birdie say anything else about the following progression of cast members?
No.
Okay.
No, that's all I have. That's all I have. Actually, we should get to news and gossip because we have
Okay.
a lot of news and gossip.
We do.
AfterBuzz TV News.
I love that.
Okay, so a little scoop on Erica's boyfriend, Rob Eisenberg. Like him, he seems to be really devoted to Erica. Although in the first episode, because you know how Erica seems like she's cheating on him throughout the season, in the first episode we learned that he also has been quite unfaithful to her. Well, I learned through some Google stalking, and also because my family is based in the East Coast, so they just tell me what's on the news, that Rob actually had a lot of scandal going on himself and was involved in this ridiculous lawsuit. Your face. Okay, and apparently Okay, so he runs a cell phone distribution company, from what I understand. And apparently him, along with 2 other men, were convicted of charges of selling counterfeit phones.
He's a criminal?
Apparently.
So she's like
I
a
think-
mob wife?
Yes. Yeah. So
that
Erica's
is
a
her
hot
new
mom
show that
wife.
she'll be on. Alrighty.
Yeah, so apparently, though, I think the case just settled, but he was charged for fraud, and they seized over 32,000 cell phones. And if you look at, what's that website?
Oh,
You know, we were looking at it, like the
Yeah.
Rob Report or something like that.
yes.
He's all over, like, don't trust this man, don't trust this man. He's a criminal, he's a scammer.
That is so ratchet. I'm sorry, why would you go on a national television show and you got dirty stuff in your laundry?
Especially when you're house hunting with all the cash that you've been sitting on, living on the boat, from saving money to get the mortgage together.
It's really bad.
He's basically stealing from people.
He's stealing from people. He's selling fake cell phones. So what happened was, I guess, a group saw these packaged cell phones that weren't even packaged. They were just a bunch of them thrown into a box at the airport as they were being shipped from overseas. And they're like, this is suspicious. So they sent one to Motorola and one maybe to HTC, whatever they were, to get them inspected. And they were indeed counterfeit.
How is Erica coping with all of this?
On him.
I don't know. I mean, I think that maybe
do
she
you think?
assumes that it's not true.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to, see
We'll
if
have to
she
get her
has-
to call in.
Yeah,
Erica, call
we
us.
would
Let
love
us
Erica
know.
to call in and talk to us about it. But I did see that I saw some stuff, and I was just in New York as well, and they had a lot of info in the news about latest scandal. So it was very interesting that name popped up.
I know, isn't that so funny?
So weird.
It's hilarious to me because there's so much drama on the show about not being able to get married. And then the one girl who's like dating someone, her boyfriend is kind of a little bit of a criminal.
I wonder how
saying. I don't know
Jeff
if
and
it's really
Amanda
true.
react to this, because they seem as if in the beginning they went on some double dates. They were, close,
Right.
and it'd be very shocking if your, best couple friend that you go out with your boyfriend was this huge criminal.
I mean,
I hope they got him on tape when they seized the phone.
maybe it's not true. Maybe it's not true. These are all
I saw the
rumors.
website.
Okay.
I love Google stalking, so I
all
saw it
alleged.
all. Yes,
Allegedly.
Okay.
allegedly. Oh yes, let's be fair. It's innocent until proven guilty, correct?
Yeah, right.
My Elwoods moment.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, I keep getting a call. And then, Erica's been supposed to call on, and there's been something shady going on, and I don't know why she hasn't been able to give us a phone call, because I know she wants to, but for some reason, it hasn't been working out. And I think that after the whole 9/11 incident, the girls are really being like on hardcore watch. They are not allowed to do any press, which is unfortunate because I feel like the show would be doing so much better if they could put themselves out there more.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, I
not.
think that would be very helpful so that people can identify with them more and talk. Like, I want to talk to Jeff. I want to talk to Amanda. I want to get everyone on the show.
Right.
And Erica's been really hard to get a hold of. So call us if you can. Just
They probably need some media training,
Definitely.
so they don't say the wrong thing and get in any more trouble, because they are under a microscope. So they're hopefully that's what they're doing right now. Maybe that's what the holdup is.
You know who we need to get on again? We got to call Ashley, because for what we saw from the previews of next week's episode, I'm really dying to know what's going on with her and Joey. And I feel like they're painting Ashley in a really bad light, especially in the past few episodes. And I would love to know what she really thinks about it and hear from her why she can't stand this girl anymore.
Well, I heard from Ashley, speaking of her, she invited me to her birthday party on Wednesday. Sorry, boo. I can't make it. Thank you. I just think that's awesome. Like,
That is
She sent me
amazing.
a Facebook invite to go to her birthday party. So happy birthday.
very sweet.
Happy
Now.
birthday,
Happy
Ashley.
birthday, Ashley.
the big 3-1.
I think it's the big. Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
We saw
Yeah.
the 30th. We saw the dirty 30 with the hummus on the.
I wonder how you can top the diamond ring from Papa with Papa Hal. What comes next? What do you guys think?
Maybe a necklace, matching bracelet, watch.
Maybe he'll
Earrings?
teach her how to open a bottle of wine and pop some champagne.
Oh!
Woo! Just saying. All right, guys, let's get it going. What are your predictions for next week?
And now, your AfterBuzz.
I love the effects tonight.
Very nice.
Special effects. Thank you, Stephen. Get it.
Everybody's looking at me. I have no prediction. I predict that Joey and Ashley are gonna get into it again.
Oh my God, you
are
are
be friends.
so clever. Where would you think of that from?
I have nothing. Like it's yeah. Pass next.
Okay, well, I'm very fascinated by all the criminal things going on with Rob because, you know, you look at shows like Real Housewives of New Jersey and there's always things going on with Teresa and her family. So this would be very interesting to get the younger version, how it affects this group of friends, what it's like. I mean, this is a huge, huge thing to be charged with these criminal allegations. I want to sound like a lawyer tonight. I love it. I've been watching a lot of law shows.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just dying right now because in my head I'm just picturing Jeff getting arrested and his voice and his mannerisms. And like I know he's probably I can't imagine him being a criminal or ever getting arrested.
By the way,
but if he did, it'd be hilarious.
What does he
no offense.
do?
No offense, Jeff.
What does Jeff do?
I don't know. What do any of them do?
Because I didn't know what any of them
Well,
did.
we know what Rob does.
Oh yeah, I was just curious. I want to make sure all the ladies are very well taken care of.
I hope they got it on camera selling this or when the police sees his stuff.
I just hope he can provide plenty of amenities for Erica with that extra cash.
Do you have any predictions for us?
I predict that. Okay, this isn't a prediction, it's more of a hope. I just hope that, like, we see some personality out of Casey next episode. That's what I want, because I feel like there's more to her than we've seen on this show so far. Let us know what you guys think. You can tweet me or follow me on Instagram at Miss Zias.
I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Fahnia Thomas.
Hi, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Cassidy Gard.
Mazel, thank you so much for watching.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.